biggest concern is probably this balancing act that needs to be performed between the safety of our citizens in COVID and the economic consequences of those safety measures. And so what keeps me up at night is it going to go off the rails one way or the other? And I know it's an extremely tough and difficult position for politicians to be in, but there is a balancing act, and I think both of those sides have to be considered as opposed to just one side or the other.
Yeah, Richard's question is all about COVID-19 and balance. How do we balance the safety of people in the district versus the economic impact of COVID closures? How do we not put people at risk but still open up and grow the economy? Mr. Gonzalez, you get this question first.
Thank you, Richard, for that question. Look, everybody is hurting, and we have to get back to work. We have to. It's the way we solve our economic problems. The way we do that is we come together. This isn't about being Republican or Democrat or independent. We are Americans. We are all hurting. COVID doesn't just pick a party. It picks everybody. Look, Maria, I was in El Paso a couple weeks ago. Maria is a U.S. citizen. She works as an executive assistant in El Paso. She lives in Juarez. Every morning, she has to get up 2 hours early to make it over the bridge. She works a full day, has to make it home, and it takes her an extra 2 hours to get home. That is wrong. We have to safely reopen our border for economic purposes for places like El Paso, Eagle Pass, Del Rio. That's one community. This is about Americans, not a party.
Gino Ortiz-Jones, how do you balance the safety of people in the district versus the economic impact of COVID closures? How do we not put people at risk but still open up and grow the economy?
Well, look, medical experts have said time and time again that the way that we open up the economy is by addressing this pandemic. And we still don't have a national testing strategy. We don't have enough contact tracers. We don't have enough PPE. So we need to start there so we can safely open up the economy. We need to get help to working families and small business owners. But again, when you've got an opponent like I do who is putting his political ambitions above the safety and health of our community, again, it shows you who his true loyalty is. And you're hearing tonight two very different visions. We're going to be dealing with COVID-19 for the foreseeable future. People need quality, affordable health care. My opponent, again, supports eliminating the ACA and its protections for people with pre-existing conditions like COVID-19. I think that's wrong during a pandemic and economic crisis, and it shows you that he is willing to do anything, take away someone's health care during a pandemic, if that means it gets him to Congress.
But he's saying he's not against eliminating pre-existing conditions. Okay. I mean, you've been very clear about it. I'll let you with the 30-second rebuttal.
Yeah, beyond that, look, my loyalty is to this district. Why? Because I'm the only candidate that owns property in Texas. I love District 23. And here's the thing, places like El Paso, they've lost $268 million of retail revenue because of that closed border. Now, my opponent would know that if she ever traveled the district, but she doesn't.